सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जलजीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिप MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिप।
Ladies and gentlemen, what has been happening in Ladakh requires some commentary. Sonam Wangchuk's wife has gone to the Supreme Court claiming that her husband is being victimized. And the Supreme Court has, in a routine way, issued notice to the centre so that this matter gets discussed. Fact of the matter is, my firm view, Sonam Wangchuk is a very, very dangerous man. He's not a social reformer. He is not an educationist. He is not an environmentalist. He's carrying out a very sinister agenda, an agenda which will hurt our national interest and compromise our sovereignty. Let's debate.
Ni ujuat kaltes I junge tangches tantan metna tenenga I jungo korang gyurchukche sena nge mitse tangchera gali kasko chang mano gale nisa tugyud suda Arab Springs erkango Arab Springs erkane Togyulji revolution ji gyonskap Arabe yul gonena yul chuge chige jung mas poskap ju government chikman government took poskap Libya government skore fanskap Yemen government skore fanskap Syria na civil war sonkap Tesam ni chik me atuk se sonkap Muhammad Bozizi te natam jiga mianale.
On September 26, 2025, Sonam Wangchuk was detained by the Leh police under the sections of National Security Act for his provocative speeches that allegedly fueled the violence that culminated on September 24th.
Ija tuki joda Pakistan na Skardu Baltistan gunlang Khongrang assembly jik yote no gal amol doa potla jana gana tene autonomous region shna jik yot yakana ne pot pang chigin yang jana khorana jagare state chokla province ni shu saksum jik yot yakale te thangme thoa autonomous region gunlang mari gwang chayot jano
yang tene laksa mangpe mols thak chat pe gyurja yong chezeno Nepal la yong steodo Bangladesh la yong steodo Sri Lanka yong steodo miwan se gyurja kyong anok tene chik chik shina tene kyong anok samara reale
11 days since his detention. Today, his wife, Gitanjali Angmo, moved to the Supreme Court to seek his immediate release.
It was for immediate release because this was an illegal detention, is what we had asked for. He is in no way a national security threat, वो किसी angle से नहीं है, तो उनका immediate release.
In her petition, Wangchuk's wife argued that Sonam's right to personal liberty and freedom of speech are violated by his detention under the NSA. The plea also sought to know the grounds for detention of Wangchuk, with Gitanjali maintaining that Sonam was only engaged in peaceful Gandhian protests and that his actions did not threaten national security. This, despite weeks ago, the Ladakh administration had made scathing allegations against Wangchuk. Representing the centre, SG Tushar Mehta countered the claims of the petition, stating the grounds for detention were supplied to the detainee. After hearing the plea, the Supreme Court has issued a notice to the centre, with the next hearing set for October 14th. Meanwhile, Wangchuk remains in Jodhpur Central Jail.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our guests are not ready yet. I have just been informed by our producers that they will be ready in some time. Till then, I have Sushil Pandit and Savio Rodriguez, while my production team gets together the rest of the guests in time so that we can take the discussion forward. Sushil Pandit and Savio Rodriguez, is he an innocent man? The presentation right now is the innocent man, Gandhian type of character, you know, speaks softly, Amir Khan put him into some movie, I'm told, I don't know, and, you know, a victim. Savio, what do you think?
Well, I have just two questions to ask the people supporting Sonam Wangchuk. Having met him personally a couple of years ago, I believe Sonam Wangchuk has transformed over the last 4 to 5 years, and that transformation needs some answers. So the first question that I asked, and I will ask him if I get an opportunity, is why did he run away from a protest that turned violent, which was a protest
Because
that
he's a
he
coward.
himself was leading?
Because he's a coward. He
Why?
provoked the protest. Sonam Wangchuk is a coward. He provoked the protest. He told people to do what happened in Nepal and Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. And like a coward, he ran away after that. He was not
The
willing to
second
take public responsibility for the consequences of his own actions. Sonam Wangchuk
Precisely.
is a coward.
The second question, of course, is this is the man who's portrayed himself to be a Deshbhakt. So I want to ask him, under what pretext, what authority, what frame of mind has he said in one of his videos that he would allow infiltrators from China to walk in to India and he will point out to them where to go in India just because he's upset with the government? There are many times when you could be upset with the government, but to take a stand that's contrary to what is necessary for India and India's national security is very, very dangerous. And that is the problem I have with Sonam Wangchuk. Sonam Wangchuk rode on the success of the movie Three Idiots. He was a nobody before that. He got popularity for that. He's got people's admiration. So why doesn't he tell the people what really transpired as far as that violent protest is concerned and why he ran away? Why did he make a statement saying that I will allow the Chinese infiltrators to come into India? And third, why did he bring up the Gen Z protests that happened in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka and Nepal and referred it
Because
to the
he
people
wants
of
to
Ladakh,
help China.
and thereby afterwards there's a violent protest? Are the
Because-
people who are supporting him going to answer these questions? Because what he has done is taken the good people of Ladakh and brandish them as people as being a part of a violent protest when they are not. This entire violent protest that has happened in Ladakh is being investigated by the NSA and right now the NIA, and at this point of time, it is important to understand who are the players behind it, because there were many Nepalis that were found dead. There were many people who came from Doda as well, and there are also reports of international people being involved in it. So can Sonam Wangchuk tell the people of this country the truth? Stop portraying yourself as an innocent martyr, which is very similar to what you were going to do. It is something we had known all along. The point is, please answer these questions. Right now, the NSA is on you, and they will get the information that they want.
Now, point is that he did say, Iftikhar, that what happened in Nepal must happen in Ladakh. What happened in Bangladesh must happen in Ladakh. What happened in Sri Lanka must happen in Ladakh, which means he was calling for violence. Why else would he have said that? He said what has happened in these countries, and Nepal, that should happen in Ladakh. Why did he say that? And after he said it, the violence happened. So he was calling for violence. In Nepal, by the way, an ex-prime minister's wife was burnt alive. He wanted that situation. In Ladakh, he said it and it was on record. Viewers, Sheikh Amir of the Congress is looking down right now because he knows that the nub of the issue, Sushil, that is the nub of the issue. An attempt to create mass violence in a strategically important part of the country. Sheikh, come on, say something.
Well, you have already said so much. First of all, you called him coward. And I was just taking some tweets. Some calling him bastard, some calling him coward. It's very unfortunate that such
I only
words are
called him a
used.
coward. You are using the other language. I am saying he is a coward because if you provoke violence and then want to say I have nothing to do with it,
He's not a coward.
then you are a coward if
He's
you're
the
not
one-
taking.
if he
No,
was
but
a
did he
cow-
provoke
he's
the
not-
violence? Did he not provoke? Did he not call for Nepal to happen in Ladakh?
You only want to listen.
Did he not want
to
Nepal to
people
happen
who
in Ladakh?
Subscribe to whatever you are
Did
saying.
he not want Nepal to happen in Ladakh?
It's you believe whatever you are saying.
No, I am not. I'll run the soundbite. Pull the soundbite.
Don't try to put your words in my mouth. When I am speaking,
well,
let
I
me
will
speak.
play it for you again.
Why
all the
why
guests will be
scared?
on
Why
the screen.
afraid?
While I play that soundbite again, it must be heard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Saying it happened in Ladakh, it happened. What happened in Nepal should happen in Ladakh is not environmentalism by any degree. Don't be stupid about it. Come on. I'll play the soundbite. I'll play the soundbite. Hear this.
Oh, this is not the debate.
Yang tene laksa mangpe mols thak chat pe gyurja yong chezeno. Nepal la yong steodo, Bangladesh la yong steodo, Sri Lanka yong steodo, miwan se gyurja kyongan optene. Chik chik shina tene kyongan op samara reale.
And he did this after what happened in Nepal. We all know there was an American hand in what happened in Nepal. He has been taking money from American groups. And we all know what happened in Nepal. I'll play this one more time. He's saying what happened in Nepal, we should do it in Ladakh. We must have violence in Ladakh. That's what he's saying.
Agencies doing, Arnab?
Pardon
what
me?
Was the agencies? Were you sleeping? Were you sleeping till then? When he was taking money from America?
I'm not sleeping. I sleep 7 hours a day. I have a good sleep, but that happens at night. And even then, if you call me on my mobile phone, I'll take the call at 3 o'clock. I'm asking you, he asked for violence in Nepal. Play the soundbite again. Play it so these people listen. Play it once again.
You're answering.
Nepal la yong steodo, Bangladesh la yong steodo, Sri Lanka yong steodo, miwan se gyurja kyongan optene. Chik chik shina tene kyongan op samara reale.
So you are saying burn Ladakh. After Nepal burn, he's saying burn Ladakh. What else is he saying, Sushil? He's saying burn Ladakh. If it can happen there, it can happen here.
Debate should be conducted.
Debate what? Because I put the evidence before you. Should I open the lines right now? You don't think?
So you don't let me speak.
I let you speak. Did he say it?
You don't let me speak.
Did he ask for violence? Did he call for violence? Did he call for violence? Did he call for violence?
Somebody in your debate, Arnab, somebody in your debate, rather nobody. He is saying Sonam Wangchuk just because of 3 idiot people know him. This idiot is talking about Sonam Wangchuk.
I don't want to talk about Bollywood, yaar. I don't care two hoots for Bollywood. I don't get 2 hoots for Bollywood.
Nobody knows him.
2 hoots.
And he's talking about
I'm
Sonam
talking
Wangchuk.
about someone who wanted to burn Ladakh.
Who is actually the Deshbhakt. Isko Deshbhakt कहते हैं. Sonam Wangchuk.
अरे छोड़ो ना यार, वो लद्दाख को जलाने की बात कर रहा था. कौन है वो लद्दाख को जलाने वाला? कौन है वो? कौन है?
Don't try to say कि यहाँ नेपाल बनेगा, वो
धमकी मत दीजिए, धमकी मत दो. Don't धमको fire on my program.
Damko fire. I know what you are trying to.
I am saying he called. मैंने बोला. I said he wanted Nepal to happen.
When he was protesting peacefully. Why didn't you put a debate on that?
What is peaceful, Sushil? What is peaceful about saying Nepal में जो हुआ इधर करो? What is peaceful about it? Nepal में flower competition हुआ. Sushil, come on, please.
So you are accepting the failure.
Thank you, Arnab, for having me on your show.
Something like that.
Welcome, sir.
One could understand Rahul Gandhi invoking Nepal, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh because he has lost consecutive elections badly. And this is his only hope to come to power through anarchy and chaos and violence. But why Sonam Wangchuk? If he is on the threshold of a political career, he should have at least tried contesting elections before so frustratingly calling people to violence and resorting to chaos and anarchy. Problem here is, and I count myself among his several admirers due to his track record of having championing causes and used moderate language till now. But unfortunately, there is another well-meaning person, probably well-thought-of person, succumbing to this temptation of overnight glory by asking people to resort to violence, to anarchy, to chaos, to arson and looting. And it has sadly cost us lives. This is an exemplary case of people not watching their actions eventually becoming a reason for this kind of problem in a most sensitive geography of India. Ladakh, we must not forget, has both Pakistan and China breathing down our necks. And in this place, if people take to such adventurism. You must not forget, it is Congress's 4 councillors who a day before the chaos broke out called for this kind of violence. One of them actually said that he would personally go and burn down the BJP office and pelt stones, and he was found there when such things happened. So Congress is complicit in it. Sonam Wangchuk became the face of it. And Rahul Gandhi's fond desire of seeing India repeat things like Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka came true in Ladakh. This is the crux of the story. I feel Sonam Wangchuk owes an apology. If he's sincere, if he actually is a patriot, he must express regrets, ask people to calm down, and abjure violence.
Why would he say
forgiveness?
When you are saying that he's getting funded from America and China, why would he apologize?
I should not have fled the scene.
Prove it.
In retrospect, admit to these mistakes. Only then his sincerity would be established all over again. Till then, he would remain a suspect.
No, he's already gone rogue. He's not an environmentalist. He's a hardcore politician who has incited violence. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening the lines tonight. We have 2 breaking news stories. The Prime Minister has spoken to the Chief Justice of India, Justice Gawai. There's been an attack on him earlier today. Thankfully, everything's safe. He was not hurt by it. We're so relieved about that. And the Prime Minister has responded to that. He's spoken to the Chief Justice, expressed his concern and condemned the attack. The other big story is that we have film star from the south, Vijay Deveragoda, who had a car accident, but thankfully he's safe, he's moved on. These are just 2 quick breaking news developments I wanted to apprise you about. Now we have another, sympathizer of Sonam Wangchuk. We have with us on the program Pulla Rao. Pulla Rao, the man is an extremist, he's a militant. He's violent.
Let me interrupt you.
He's called for violence.
Arnab,
and
nobody would have made a separate Ladakh territory. Whoever knows geopolitics for the next 100 years, would you do such a thing? When all was going well, what was the earthly reason to put your head in the mouth of a crocodile? Why do you go to border states and do this? People in border states, you created trouble. And then you blame the guys who do it. You cannot expect to divide up a border state like this and then blame somebody else for good behavior. Who did this?
No, I'm talking about Sonam Wangchuk.
Mr. Pulla Rao,
you are making a political point, and to that, my response, Mr. Pulla Rao, is that I, for one, am against having elections in Jammu and Kashmir. I thought it was wrong of the central government. There was no need for the Modi government to try and pacify the Gupkar gang, and it is wrong. But that's a policy issue. On that basis, Sushil is coming in. On that basis, you don't say, what happened in Nepal, let's do it in Ladakh, let's burn Ladakh. Let's burn the place down.
You can't.
No, but that's what he did, effectively.
No.
But that's what he did. And now these crybabies from the Congress are coming and supporting him.
I need 1 minute before my friend speaks. I need 1 minute. This is a terrible decision. Take it back. Status quo ante. Everybody will be happy. Everybody will be well behaved. To say somebody, you leave a tiger in the jungle and then say it has eaten a goat. This is not correct.
Mr. Pulla Rao's insistence is...
You're blaming the wrong people. This won't stop.
No, Mr. Pulla Rao, you are wrong here. If you are saying that neutering of Article 370 is to be blamed for it, I'm sorry. Would you rather prefer this sensitive piece of geography to be under control of Abdullahs and Muftis? Do you think that this piece of geography was safer in the hands of the Gupkar gang? Is that what you are saying? Is a union territory directly under the control of the Home Ministry and under the supervision of Centre safer?
Who is the wise guy?
Or not?
See the future. See the future. They're not going to keep quiet.
There is no debate about it.
You as a patriot.
There is absolutely no argument in this case.
Condemn this fellow.
Ladakh is much safer directly under the control of Centre than under the control of Gupkar and the politicians like that.
Condemn them.
And Ladakh was yearning for freedom from the yoke of Jammu and Kashmir. Ladakh was aspiring for autonomy. from exploitative colonialism of Jammu and Kashmir's dominant politics. Ladakh celebrated when Article 370 was neutered. You cannot allow these malcontents to take control of Ladakh.
Who asked you to divide it?
Absolutely
Who asked you to divide it? Who asked you to divide it? Who asked you? What was the logic? What was the logic to divide it?
What is the logic? What is the logic? 1 minute. What is the logic? Answer the question. Answer that. What is the logic of saying let Ladakh burn? I want what happened in Nepal to happen in Ladakh. Where is the logic there? Yeah, Iftikhar, what is the logic there? You think we will sit quietly and watch while Sonam Wangchuk does this Bollywood style violence in Ladakh?
Admit it.
You hold your
tongue. Enough to admit it. I made a mistake. Status quo ante. Have the guts, if you're a patriot, to say that. But do what the Chinese do.
But
do
why,
what
why did he say,
do.
I want what happened in Nepal to happen in Ladakh? Don't avoid the question. Why did he call for Nepal-type violence? Why did he call for Nepal-type violence? Why did he call for Nepal-type violence?
Arnab, I suggest you to hold your tongue. You will feel embarrassed later.
I suggest you join a circus. I can get you a good role.
No, you will feel embarrassed.
I suggest you join a circus. You'll get a good role.
No.
I won't tell you what role.
Don't use such words.
I imagine what role you'll get in a circus.
Supreme Court don't become judge. Don't become Supreme Court.
Savio is on the debate. I'll say what I want. Who are you? Who are you?
Arnab, in all humility, there was a beautiful movie made, Three Idiots. But I think they should make a sequel to Three Idiots and call it Four Idiots and introduce Iftikhar. This guy, whoever he is.
Sheikh Amin.
He should be the fourth idiot. Because he's not understanding the problem that we are.
I think he was waiting for this one, Manu, because I called him the idiot.
No, you be the fourth idiot. That's okay.
And this nobody knows him. And he's talking about the person.
You fit the character. It's okay.
He has contributed to this nation.
I understand.
He is the hero.
Because the fourth idiot character fits you. That's fine. Be happy. Be happy about it. Now let's get back to the debate. The point is Sonam Wangchuk certainly told the crowd, the people who came for the protest, as you rightly said, Arnab, to bring about something similar to what happened in Nepal.
I really heard that when he was protesting in that court peacefully.
That's what he spoke about.
On the call.
And you didn't report that. You were not talking about that.
I'm saying you're saying that this is a 19-1A issue. 1 minute. Sheikh, are you a lawyer? Do you know anything about the law? Are you a liar or a lawyer? Actually, you're a liar. That's why you don't deserve to be a lawyer. But I'll give you both. Sheikh, listen to me. You say that this is a 19-1A issue and Sonam Wangchuk's wife all goes crying that the detention is a direct assault on fundamental rights under Article 1A of the Constitution. But Article 19-1A is also subject to the Article 19-2, which says there are reasonable restrictions. Reasonable restriction being if you're attacking the sovereignty of the country. And you're saying you're calling for a Nepal-type situation, then you're arguing under 19-1. You must be mad.
Because of Sonam Wangchuk, there is a threat to the sovereignty, but there is no threat to sovereignty when Chinese occupy our land. You don't feel that threat.
When who?
There is no threat to the sovereignty when Chinese occupy our land and you don't feel.
Where are they? Show me the proof. Show me the sabut. Show me the sabut. Stop lying. Where's the sabut?
You failed.
Sabut.
BJP has a direct control over Ladakh.
You've never shown anything. There is as much authenticity in that as it is in the Pakistani claims that they bombed Delhi.
Do you even understand?
He seems to be talking like a Pakistani. That's exactly what Pakistanis have been saying. That's exactly what Pakistanis are saying. That China is taking land in India. Please show the proof.
Because I'm a Muslim, I'm a Pakistani.
Show the
proof. Call you Pakistani because you're not a Muslim.
They are saying that, okay, Mohan Joshi from Pune. Take up our callers. Mohan Joshi tonight, Mohan. Hi, Mr. Joshi. Are you can hear me?
Yeah, I'm there.
Are you for or against Wangchuk?
Against.
Why?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, reduce your TV set. Otherwise, we get the problem.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, whether it is Wangchuk or whether it is anybody trying to, destabilize India, for that matter, has to be, taken into account, put under NSA, and please do not let him out at all till situation is under control. Let him be a environmentalist again, and then only you take him out.
Precisely, he's not an environmentalist. Seema from Faridabad. Seema, hi.
Hi, Mr. Goswami.
Hi.
This is quite evident from his speech that he wanted to spread anarchy in Ladakh. One thing. And second thing, he first called the youth to come on the streets, on the roads.
Yeah.
And then he himself ran away from the scene.
Because he's a coward, Seema. I'm telling you, he provoked the violence and Sheikh doesn't like it, but he's a coward.
Yes, he is.
He told the youth, go on the streets, create a Nepal situation and then ran away like a coward.
Yeah, he is a coward. And one suggestion I would like to give you, Mr. Arnab, actually, the entire opposition is setting the youth on fire. If I'm not wrong, they are misleading the youth.
Well, you know, I'll tell you one thing. We have to create a movement where we can discriminate between these things. You're not going to like it. This man is the Yasin Malik of activism. You understand, Sheikh? He's the Yasin Malik of activism. The Yasin Malik used to say, I'm a freedom fighter.
He's far dangerous.
You already decided.
Yasin Malik and Sonam Wangchuk should both be locked up.
And these people are telling you, don't leave him. Don't leave him.
Well, whatever. People believe in me. People believe in me. People don't believe in you. Or your party. But anyway, is your leader landed back from Colombia yet, by the way?
By the way, who are you? Who are you?
Well, I don't know. I saw a speech where he said that decentralization is as important as having a motorcycle engine or something like that that's gone viral. Have you seen it, ladies and gentlemen? I was wondering whether it's an AI-generated clip.
He is not terrorist. He was protesting democratically.
Okay, Navina from Hyderabad, one caller, and then we're moving on. Navina, hi, Navina. Navina.
Hi, Arnab.
What's your take? Hi.
Yeah, finally I got the chance to speak with you.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to know that why is the government keeping quiet? They are not booking these people by NSA. Now this is Sonam Wangchuk, but what about the others also? Inside and outside the country, they're going and defending the country.
The government has reacted late on Sonam Wangchuk. That's the problem with our government. They should have done this earlier. He had shown enough signs of creating trouble, then you try and pacify him, manage him. It doesn't work like that. That's my take, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not here to make anyone happy and not the government either. And thank you for that. We have a big story today because earlier today a lawyer entered courtroom number 1 of the Supreme Court of India. This dramatic incident. He attempted to throw an object. That is a physical attack. Attempted to throw an object at the Chief Justice of India, Justice B.R. Gavai. We have Rhythm there who will tell us what happened earlier today. The security personnel present at the scene intervened. Who was this man? What happened? Because we were just told that the Prime Minister spoke to the Chief Justice and there was a group of people trying to make this political, saying, Prime Minister, why aren't you condemning it? Like drag the Prime Minister into everything. Who is this man? Who's the person whose picture is on the screen right now, Rhythm? Because we don't have context to the picture. So my producers have put it up there without context. So let's run Justice Gawai's pictures. Thank you very much. Don't make me prompt that.
Yes.
Rhythm, what happened? Thank you.
The picture was of the 71-year-old Rakesh Kishore Arnab, who had attempted in his black and white robes to try and throw some sort of an object at the Chief Justice of India in courtroom number 1 at 11:35 a.m. in the morning today when the mentioning proceedings were happening. When these proceedings were happening, there were only lawyers present in the court. The Chief Justice of India had started his court a little earlier on this Monday morning, and that's when this particular object was thrown at him. Now it's being stated that it could have been a shoe. This attack has been condemned by everyone, but the biggest breaking news that's just come in, Prime Minister Modi has also condemned the attack and has also said that the Chief Justice of India has spoken to the Chief Justice of India, and the Chief Justice of India has spoken in the voice of calm. Even when the incident happened,
what was the incident? Can I just ask you one thing? Of course, what was this person? What's his background?
Yes.
Was he mentally stable? Why did he do that?
Rakesh Kishore is a 71-year-old lawyer. He's been seen very rarely in the Supreme Court. There are times when he has cases. Most times he does not have many cases. Of course, we're also joined by our other panel guests here, Arnab. And I want to tell our viewers here, the context was certain comments that had been made by the Chief Justice of India earlier in another related manner, in another case, and they had not gone down very well. The Chief Justice of India had been criticized for those comments, and it is being said that the particular lawyer was very angry with it. In fact, I also want to give you another breaking news, which we are waiting for confirmation from our sources, but the detained lawyer has been set free. We are being told he's been set free because the Chief Justice of India has said, I will not press any charges against him. And he had got this particular lawyer, Rakesh Kishore, had got angry. This is the lawyer who had tried to hurl an object which is now being stated to be a shoe at the Chief Justice of India because he got angry in protest against his recent comments on go ask your deity remarks made while hearing a plea when they had sought the reconstruction of a Lord Vishnu idol in Madhya Pradesh's Khajuraho. But I want to tell our viewers that this is not with certainty. This is something that he had told the Delhi police sources, and an advocate, this particular advocate, was heard shouting slogans. He was quickly escorted out of courtroom number 1, the dome under which the Supreme Court judge, Chief Justice of India, Justice Gawai sits. It is the most important courtroom in the Supreme Court. The incident caused a very brief interruption for a few minutes. Let's also tell our viewers it's not the first time that some dramatic incident like this has happened in courtroom number 1 when someone has tried to disrupt proceedings. The moment this happened, the Chief Justice of India said, we will not try and let anything disrupt us. Nothing is going to happen. There are hype that has been created. Rahul Gandhi spoke about it. M.K. Stalin has spoken about it.
No, so what is, I mean, I can understand that, but the attempt to make it political is really stupid out here because this person is acting individually and the Prime Minister has said what he has to the Chief Justice. K.K. Mannan, what do you think about what happened and the politics after it?
I think it is the black day on the judicial system of this country. If he was aggrieved from the words or for any order of the Honorable Chief Justice, he would have agitate in a way. And ways are there in the judicial system. This is not the way. It's a black day of the country. I think our chairman of the Bar Council of India has already taken the cognizance. He has already been suspended his license to practice. So I can say that either he is a mad or I think not balanced man, and he does not have any right to behave like this in the Honorable Chief Justice Court. And Chief Justice is the third pillar of the democracy in this country. So I say that it's not a small thing, and the police should investigate his antecedents, his past conduct, wherever he was practicing. I heard that he was not practicing in the Honorable Supreme Court. He practiced somewhere else. So they should investigate the matter properly. Who is the person, who is the organization behind him, who has instigated or to compel him to do all this nonsense? And I say with my full conviction that he is not a man of senses. And we respect the judiciary. Even if the person was given death sentence in the court, even he bowed his head before the verdict. What is the point to behave like this in the court of the Chief Justice of India?
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
Absolutely. Ankit Nikam also with his brief comments on this. Ankit.
Arnab, there is no place for violence in our democracy. An act like this is a direct assault on judiciary, which is an independent, constitutional authority itself. And somebody who has been aggrieved or has been, agitated by whatever the Honorable Chief Justice had said, he, as Mr. Manan rightly said, this is not the way to express yourself. There are ways and ways. You could have written something, you could have expressed your anger, your angst, whatever, in any other method. But doing something like this is a direct assault on judiciary, which can never be tolerated. In a country like India, where the judiciary is the most respected, wing, somebody like this who takes law in their own hands and hurls shoes at the Chief Justice of India is something deplorable. Strict action should be taken. It is the magnanimity of the Honorable Chief Justice that he has not pressed any charges. Nonetheless, I believe the police or the investigating agency should look into the credentials of this man as to what really prompted him, who else is behind him. Because if this is a part of larger conspiracy, that should also be unearthed.
Yeah, but I'm also concerned here that just because the Chief Justice is not pressing charges, that the person who attacks the Chief Justice in the Supreme Court, Court number 1, is allowed to go away. That's also not setting a very good precedent, because there has to be a process to this. It cannot be, in my respectful opinion, based upon the fact that the Chief Justice decided not to move this forward. It's a question of precedent for the future. There has to be laws about precedent, and therefore I do not think he can just be allowed to get away like nothing happened and be back in a mall tomorrow or back in court for that matter. rhythm. That's also concerning to me. It's not the right thing to do, in my view.
Arnab, there's condemnation that's coming from the SC Bar Association. There's also the BCI, the Manan Mishra, who's spoken out, and his license to practice has been revoked. So he's not going to be back to practice. But I think that the words that have come in first from the Solicitor General of India, which have also now been mirrored by what, I think these are very careful words coming in from the central government and Prime Minister Modi now. They've said that this a particular incident that happened today deserves condemnation. It's really heartening. The Chief Justice of India reacted with magnanimity and majesty of the highest court of the country, which means now that the Chief Justice of India and the way he's acted has also been in consonance with exactly what has also been, thought to be also correct by, after having spoken, he had a conversation with Prime Minister Modi. He's also spoken with the Solicitor General. He has let this person go because this person acted in this manner, but keeping in touch with the highest court of the country and the majesty of this court, he says that this magnanimity should not be treated by others as the weakness of this institution, which is, like you're saying, it has to be seen. The Chief Justice clarifies his position. Now, I'll tell you something, Arnab, this incident which was criticized a few weeks ago, the Chief Justice of India also clarified on this incident and said, I respect
no reminders on timing by producers. Yeah.
Attempts by the Congress party, by Kapil Sibal, attempts by the Congress party, Kapil Sibal and others to politicize this issue today has not gone down too well, because they kept asking on social media platforms, why is Prime Minister not responding? And the Prime Minister not only responded, but he also said, I spoke with the Chief Justice of India. Those earlier comments, the Chief Justice clarified his position and said he respects all religions.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Rhythm, for that quick update on both the incident and the various reactions we've got since then. Now, today the other big story was that the Bihar elections have been announced, and the elections will happen in 2 phases and counting will be on 14th. What are the political issues, and is there any remaining controversy before the poll process steams forward? When I'm back.
For a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।